Today, I am going to make a simple kale salad. It's one of my go-to recipes. I make it at least once a month. And the best part about the recipe is it can sit in the fridge for up to a week, I would say. The first thing we're going to do is massage some kale. When you buy kale at the grocery store, you see that it comes in stalks like so. You're just going to wash each leaf, and then I like to stick it in a mason jar to dry, and all the water will drop off and it'll dry. Then once it's dry, the next thing we are going to do is remove the stalk. But don't waste the stalk. You can save it to make broth later in the week. So I would just store it in a large Ziploc bag or jar in the fridge until you're ready to use it. To remove the stalk, you want to get a sharp chef knife. I like to leave the stalk side facing me, and you're just going to take the tip of the knife and slice off the edge like so. The next step is dicing the kale. So I like to bunch it together, and you want to claw it so that you don't get your fingertips chopped with the knife. Then with your dominant hand, for me since I'm left-handed, you're just going to cut ribbons of kale. Doesn't have to be perfect. Now for the fun part, and it's quite simple. All you're going to do is put the kale in a bowl like so. You're just going to sprinkle in a tiny bit of sea salt. Doesn't need much, a couple pinches, and then you're going to massage. What the salt does, it's like osmosis. It brings all the water out of the kale. You want to just kind of rip and massage until it's about a third of the size. You'll actually start feeling the water come out of it. So the kale is nice and soft. I didn't even use any olive oil or anything to soften it. I just used a pinch of salt. So this is a really, really healthy way to make kale. You can stick it in some stir fries. You can put it in salads for the week. And like I said, it lasts quite a few days in the fridge in a nice container or mason jar. It'll stay fresh. So this is the perfect base for a spring or summer salad. It is time to make our salad. So here I've got my kale. I've also got some nice grated carrots. I cut up some apple slices. I've got pumpkin seeds. You can use any seed really that works. Seed or nuts. I also quite like it with walnuts. And then I've got a 1/4 cup of dried berries. Again, you can use cranberries. Those are my favorite right now. I don't have any in hand, so I'm just going to use raisins today. So that's the base of the salad. It's very simple. Now the dressing is super simple, and I like to do it in a mason jar. Can you tell I love mason jars? But the reason for it is you just put everything in the container, shake it, and then you can store any leftover dressing in here too. So you're wasting less dishes, and it just helps to mix everything better. I've got all my ingredients here. First off, 1/2 cup of olive oil, a couple of teaspoons of garlic powder. You can also use fresh, 1/3 cup of apple cider vinegar, a teaspoon of maple syrup, and the best, a tablespoon of nutritional yeast. Just gives it that zesty flavor we're looking for. And then I'm just gonna put in probably about 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I don't like things too salty, but you can adjust to taste. Then, simple, just screw that mason jar lid on and give it a shake. Got my dressing. Bon appetit, guys! You've got your beautiful kale salad with avocado on top, ready for lunch. Thank you. We'll see you next week.